the same time. So see you Edema Gold Board. And I'm actually lawyer Beatrice Annan and also Harrison Kujaba Nadmu for Casamafo. Media Sasana more Canada. Many of money and most of no men Casama EOCO for. But I dare come when is there. I'm sure you are able to reach 2025 now press conferences and I said press releases are MP for the above on Tenebro or more numbers or more parliaments because it does appear to say every day we are on one press conference and more the press state in the Babonti. And Nina Kahuntia Ghana for to do now from was a more national press conference party. Because almost every day we are national press conference party. They say Kakarabia either say a press release and I say press conference. Be a press conference. And they say we are mistaken Bona Dachi, Okofa MP girl, or Mako press conference.
Oko fine.
Oko Jene girl press conferences here. MVP for MP. Or press conferences here. And that's the approach of my adopted. But senior one of our law when it comes to those issues so if I'm very off, you can correct me. And you are humiliating our admit. But bail conditions say discretionary. So there are no specific as to say Oko will be a 500 million infant also. Oko US got 10,000 or bail condition amount I was say thousands. It need visa discretionary or more exercise. Of course. It might be exercised reasonably. And EOCO no based on the conditions normally normally bail condition naturally depending on charges I did both. It will be sometimes the severity of the offense committed or sometimes the quantity of money involved because the card donor was asking no money. Informing amount I did to obviously as big. It is our conditions that factor and I discretion into your share. Over one mostly normal the charges are born must say Menkas almost on my year and I say it has been proven but charges are born much less say or my engaging money laundering. I just cannot a woman near Dawson. Almost a young bail condition I did more I said mostly in amount Samson. A young was through Yapan. Intuition Mr. Wahab in a year ya can't my 80 million. Mr. Wahab to the best of my knowledge 50 million. And a year 18 million or so. Now 15 million charges on money laundering. I say tax evasion and also causing financial losses. It's mostly because of those offenses, you expect say a bit more cost. Me, I'm not going to justify say I was true and I said I was from. So I'm a kind yes, as I say discretionary power. Although you have to be reasonable too. Send your Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960. Act 30 section 96.3 can say I was say bail conditions now the money back on and one say excessive and I say harsh. Now because it be excessive and harsh most are subjective. Send in our Ghana how to move will be controlled there. At the boys 200 Ghana cedis or at the board you no be so controlled and 200 cedis you say a yaduani sika 200 cedis in Jessica because Nipano only say 200 cedis in Jessica bia. So sometimes 2 million must arresting institutions we because of course bill your court bill or police bill. So police bill na arresting institutions say OSP EOCO modema. Now omo my farmer we now we are the receiving end and I say affect you no we my say okay me who say unfair and I say excessive and I say very harsh. Anytime man who say our powers here more money no it ought to be exercised reasonably. So who say a harsh mawa a man mo to me right they say legally apply to the court for a possible variation. NTSD bail condition to the NTS change and one also meeting. Obetima say for court aka check court say me who say normal way na ma ye na mo dey abomen. Sika we no mo di to me so me who say too much conditions na more can too much into court enhwe. Now assessing the fairness and feasibility of it. Now otima ahwe mu say obegugu mu a. What can I say 2012 why you me? Say na dey to no so. Enye 54 million Ghana cedis.
Court na dey to no.
Correct. Court na dey to no so me can about the amount no mo can say excessive no. 54 million now. Sikana about 54 million no. To appreciate Sikana Kessian, you have to look at even the year. We are talking about 13 years ago, 54 million Ghana cedis. 13 years ago. Because now why you me there no? You're charging for causing financial loss to the state. And I did bail condition to tell say amount I told you so 54 million Ghana cedis. Now why you me on the 13th from the 20th on the 16th from court. Emma court share bail condition sign every year. About 20 million. Emma almost slash 30 million. Sorry, 34 million every so. And he said EOCO the bail condition be too so that's can endorse. Which media I'm not here to determine say endorse and I say endorse. Never say we yan say.
You go to court.
No ma catch court say normal way and I say bail condition is come we to me say endorse do. court enhwe wo court no wo to make sure say sa discretionary power no mo dey amon no omo abuse no enti omo so be hwe mu no omo so assess the fairness of it say oh do why boni we ana mo say why boni we no dey but we dey who say too much enti mo ngugu mu and yet press conference does not change it. The last time I told you here say chairman won't be there no I didn't tell command court say court enhwe no mo vary rather than resorting to whipping public sympathy.
Is it because into Moko opposition in 2017, the MPP described the NDC as a press conference NDC, now as a press conference party? It is the reason why I was who describe it as a press conference.
I say more describe NDC. If I don't know, but me who the number of press conferences I hear within 5 months or 6 months in 2017, maybe over time Bob 5. MPP for there be a press release, be a press statement. I mean, you are more right from meeting my Banya Mekan say, ye no catch say MPP for the lawyers in Kwan. And I'm a catch away and Ragana Mra approve say bail conditions and I didn't so and yet absolutely binding on you. Into wait for court seeking variation. Into I didn't hear Mr. Wahab the lawyers. Into okay, 50 million I'm to Wahab is so. And those too much. You see, okay, I said 2012, 54 million at 2. Why you miss when you or 7 chabonsu. Sorry, honorable. Okay. Or see 54 million extra too much. Sound okay? In 2012, we see 54 million extra. Now, why you want to say endorse? Obia on subjective view on issues. And to mean case almost say endorse on moboa endorse obia. That's on sikano say if you want to man ba if I meet you answer conditions no be meet. But say who say endorse one? And man that hope fee. I didn't say go to court and say and your man tribunal. Say now be behind us go to court. And man also make provision say yeah the bail condition be too so now when say door so do yeah the book court na court and say ade we ampanyansa wo masanyansa nim court ebe to imagine so asho mo say that be mo slash bail no e be 50 million am dey to ni na 30 million that na dey dey no for 10 million e be 50 million no for 25 million and I say 15 million enye no we your press release asem enti pacho be o ma court na court are refit to ana there be I was expecting say be o ma court. And of course, like I said, okay, build that conditions on the almost no. I'm going to say, okay, as I'm about to my way. On court. Now, what is wrong with say, yeah, Fro be say, come and account for your stewardship. Now, say, NDC agenda, but you charges no money born, or could there charges? And the arresting somebody crown and shut down now, they had the money. Because I'm not someone police for one crime, and I say arresting institution say, if you're about to commit a crime, put on wait to meet you. Now, I'm watching now. You see, you say manual. I don't see how HSA EOCO no NDC agenda. Mentally, it is say no. What they want to do is say one person will put you in a position where you can no longer arrest somebody or the past administration because okay, yeah, I did about doing when they say because this is a NDC agenda. No, Japa and I say Raymond Archer say Accra say send them with Dino. Only na duma so when they say upon evidence or one suspicious or one concrete enough to arrest somebody on arrest no. As to say NDC na MPP na family ho e the bail conditions to only near was so your lawyers only lawyers ana e was some go court and they close it down you close it down and man say bail conditions na door so court and one no
that's go there it's share check
Michelle this one don't be diabo.
That really important. Is on to win to Okununi.
I say it's NDC for buy power there na sisi akoso Okruma. The only changes we have seen in Okruma say and say NDC for buy almost CD no. He say I appreciate me boy. Bank of Ghana for almost CD appreciation rate. Oko good board for website that 12 point something. Bank of Ghana for the Bank of Ghana for the other. There's even no sanity when it comes to the government owned system about the CD dollar ratings.
Good board, any different.
12 point something. Okay, Bank of Ghana for come Facebook page.
Almost any 10 points.
Yo. Uriya. Say CD na appreciate me boy. I feel dokuno ne ba. Say na dokuno free 5 CD cost 7 CDs.
Dokuno free 5 cost 7.
E ba ne say na dia guso kan for no. Omo you know spare parts no still ayente so.
Chabos work kan for say July.
Eba ne say na CD no. Eba ne say na CD no appreciating no. Now we will not spend too much money in getting dollar to go and pay IPPs. Because of that, intine yeseka power aboba for meboa. And the power has been increased by 14.7% by a government. No say MPP increase power by less than 5% for last year. Was saying no. Was a wicked government. Is the NDC a serious party? It is system ni mo shit. That's it. Let me put some facts bare. The kind of camera here if you chair T4. I mean chair T4 na my film. That's it. Na my sounds work as or shirt and say MFA. That's it.
What is it?
The whole ni. And sana medical coma semso no. The person medical a two job akoma baby a Professor Jampo obia.
Oh that be.
The reason why I'm Professor Professor Jampo that's baby a Professor Jampo obia on your government appointee. So a government appointee.
Me bisa question na fi wait me on that level. Me pacho on this platform.
Okay.
On this platform.
Yo.
Oh baba can some whatever you are going to say, you should have an evidence to that effect. Only evidence I would be I beg disease from it.
That's in the means to cry. Say yeah, young guys, but young cry. Yes, who is our running penny for Didi. And penny for be two and when penny for be most such Professor Jampo Cranante. Professor Jampo is occupying a position in a public office. And I'm a boy.
That's right.
So no a lecturer. It will go.
That's right.
On your lecture, on your lecture, on the Tikruma BBC for any documentary Kuruma. And also lecture and you see only beam. Why NDC agenda with TV?
He is still a lecturer at the University of Ghana.
Okay, it is why a lecture at University of Ghana. Or a lecture at University of Ghana. Says he say was also a government appointment and I'm a boy.
Yes.
In a state institution, me boy.
Yes.
In a state institution, say because for me and Timinka because I Professor Jampo Tiana.
That be Obianka.
Okay, into that thing, my mentor me fire. Professor Jampo, baby, will be ano. So until ya will be country and say. Dear Kosu Krumhanum, you know, on Fanyu. Dear Kosu Krumhanum, you know, Fanyu. If the MPP comes to power, na Professor Jampo, na Kunya or Tiso Siciano, say as a sanko Tanasachano to Konifa. And I want Tanasian Konifa, not Chiako Binkuma, you know what Wasamka. Again, I have heard a lot of allegations making the rounds. I hear prompters on national security and even the certain president, His Excellency, and investigating the traveling be our koko. The president should look there. What I say? Now you hear say, if I am passer travel should be any class na or tenemo do to acquire and whether it was sanctioned by government to be an him. Say government him. Na so who say bibi bone call so no mo kata so a ye ba be so.
Let's
and on Professor Jampo side. On Professor Jampo the any bebre ho, but we can assure him that in the coming days those things will unfold. Again, on the EOCO matter, it is on record reported by Inshira. What I say? Say in 2017 the NDC was accused of having too many press conferences of about 317 or 318 in 2017 alone. It means we are not here saying no. So Samre no now on politics and now starting for national core politics and one. So before he begins to come to the round table to come and attack MPP for being a press conference party, no. Omusa, the national communication officer, said in 2017, how many press conferences did they have in 2017? To the extent that it is the NDC on record. Every day, NDC for the parliament on the Pombia from 2017 to 2024. The NDC a parliament on the Pombia, no mere press conference. Every day. Then there's our press conference in the current energy minister and the MPP government, a wicked government for increasing utility bills. Our ban annual they were increasing by 14.7%. Gentlemen. So I don't understand. What we are talking about with respect to EOCO, EOCO na a state institution, the head of EOCO no appointed by the president. Omo buy na annual day, Rambo stars na name omodi omujuma no, and a cassette say we have to be careful of that. That's it. NDC take you over, how many charges have they been able to level against people? Vis-a-vis the number of detentions and the number of unwarranted arrests on Mamiki Okuruma say. How many charges? And when my young brother was talking, I said, Woyomi dear, Woyomi Woyomi dear no. Woyomi, let me even correct you. Woyomi dear, he was not charged for willfully causing financial loss to the state.
It was part of the charges.
Okay, but the major one was defrauding by false pretense. I think let me get that particular point very, very well.
In the Woyomi case, which I recall, I don't know, not a Ukraine account.
Woyomi was charged for defrauding the state. He was charged for defrauding the state. Woyomi dear no. We are talking about bail conditions meted out to people yen charge you mumpo.
But you see, a more bail condition for like a police or any security agencies now, we say the bail condition is too outrageous. There are remedies.
That's here. Please, are you not following what I'm saying? Me say, when you have been properly arraigned before court, and I say when you have been properly charged by the prosecutors, now see bail conditions in here. Who has qualms with it? A honor now bet me fighting for it, and I'm for a reduction or whatever. The persons that have been given some big bail conditions, have they been formally charged? As at the time I know this bail in the two almost.
Now okay, I see a chama won't to me. No, that EOCO. Gary had gone to court to seek a review of the bail.
But that is why I am saying that if you make Sanya so outrageous to the extent to say, I remember one other direction. When you say Kurum Hesi, under NDC pe, and a EOCO for me determine say, Nipan Sumasi de ni bill near the Babaman, it was a properties near within and crying. So Niza, but your Giaro Muni baby,
Giaro baby,
Lands Commission Muni baby, government institutions are valuation, land valuation board, omni baby in the region.
Yes. So
if they want to value, you perceive value property, irrespective of where it is. So far as it is within the jurisdiction of Ghana, can it not be included?
Bail conditions. Oh, no. So upon the bail condition, if you feel
that's
and there's a issue. That's when you mean
that's Pacho. Should we sit down for one day? Somebody wakes up and tells us that because of say we need a challenge here, go and then seek a resort to obi baba enti na just said that what here said that patriotic party bana no share baby na say mo obi bail condition so onko fa Elijah na rape ba komra and as John the Baptist tika nkurumra we catch him so on so onko court no nko
the person should go to court.
That is why say who says an ye man se be basa ento asumu nyansanim na ento asumu free say nipa no bail condition now they man nipa no krampo. It is not like nipa no kwa fighting po. Chama want to me for instance ni bail condition he was ready to give properties or in Kumasi. They said they didn't want it. They wanted properties in Accra. What to be the Okroma? Have you heard about this emptiness before? So emptiness, what to be that? Nipan has properties to even bring on board. Most of them properties in Accra. Is it not empty? Is it not shallow? That is it not shallow?
But have you required?
Does it not tell you, sir?
Reasoning behind.
Reasoning behind. The reasoning is born out of emptiness. It is born out of sheer show of power. Me say if the state institution wants to, you sign a bail a man for. What you say? Ya bail a man for out the beer taxi drivers or money me free driver for be free the beer you sign a bail more when they need bail. And so far as you are able to tell, say, anyway, na me wo. Say na me wo no. You are allowed to do that. But in a situation as he say, we buy for the first time in our history, unprecedented in our history, yet Timika say, bail condition, property we yempe, because it will kumase, yepe their one crime. Does it mean that our laws has now been changed to the fact to say, it was a Dutch and answer what the properties, one crime, and properties, for bail, for bail conditions? This is what we are even talking about. And this is what people don't understand. Man for card your mopeno. What I say? Say aban best sanya because accountability. Obi any problem. And I know that young growth when say the unpicky bimu de bia. E bin so coding. When na me say on say e bi coding ye chew ne kwan so ye invite ne kwan so ne de wokọ. Na say ye wokọ ye masokofi dwuma di. Omo chi ni. Say omo de ne kọ ya in a short while. Ye see ne bail condition ni. Ye we release no. Ana meboa. But what did they be?
Oh, Ashanti region. Is Ashanti region for this statement?
That's Ashanti region for no. Say obi sometimes when people sympathize with the arrest of a person. And also sometimes when people sympathize, party people sympathize, say, oh, nipa no, and our friend na kwakwe they not charging formally. And those things you hear it all the time. And I'm one. But me cut the uproar that be a nipa no chaya no. It's a violation of the person's human right no. On Masokofi Jumadi, someone to be biasa. You have not heard the party make a hullabaloo about it. That means that somehow, even though we disagree with Masokofi Jumane Pekin, where we feel say, okay, fine, if you want to charge him formally. What do I say? Even that, it is also allowed per the law for him to be invited, and he was invited. What do I say? Emra. But we are saying that where you use Emrano in the extent, look, Kuroma home. Amabua a recruitment be done where they are from water gas meboa NDC for boys be I recruit to almost some water gas they don't go fight galamsey ye recruit to amono ye mo che ye mo white t-shirt ye mo black trousers ye mo kambu ye wie ne mo aba na de mo no e ya aba na those days ye grow up no ko bi security man bi otiskani bi fie kwan no omo wa aba bi ho tetena police for no nyina obi a obi uche si kromfo na so dwanija wa no to hye ne nantema na yi na bo on sa aba no na obi anya sa aba ni bi. But you have a situation where government machinery wo honoma omkoye betimi di oma hako face galamsey fo no dan sa water gas ya recruit omo but omo de omo ya harassment but ebi mu guwura mu funtum nsase. And you are aware that about 60% of our water bodies in Ghana are devastated because of cruise by a party executive to Agumomoya Galamsey. And where are you taking the showmanship, the Rambo style? Apart from saying, I know there is a Cynthia, a American movie first year, now or baby friend is Cynthia in the 90s. So I Cynthia. Now say, oh, Bahana Bisu, or Bana Yamabu Bono, Hosana, cameraman, dinner, you know, Dimiki. A Rambo star now. Sa Rambo star no mo de ko nipa ba ko peso abra sa nipa no kra then you see that charges akra na bia in fa bi more no but just to detain the person to show the person power sa ne ma ne yekasati
ya nti hanabisu dia be mu so fini
na hanabisu dia ne say me dia no chirim say ye wo wo mo
fa sa ahode ni nko nwure mu omu
sa ahode ne na say de ko sa ahode na hanabisu di bia start no na say ka ma bo ade bi ko wura mu ho o ba ma bo ade ne eyesu Oba na ni abere oba na dane ya santo na ni abere o de cameraman fo na nwuram agini din amabo ade no so yesu no press conference mi ni aka press conference asem mu ministers press conference mu ministers ye okruma ni su o mu super okruma eti da che hene EOCO nsem no I will not for any day say that me metia sisi bi kura mpa me nam sisi a me tuma committee in a way na bi kura red akoso na me di mekani matwam what you say baby am MPP communicate nti bi kura mpa obi target me say akwane nyere ne what you say ye yere wa obeka say oye MPP nti na nko a de ne ya yere because bi na nipa bibire kura red na so amoma patcho ye ja omama omko say na driver for di adanse bibira na mboa but akwa we de ye nyere ne kakra me ametimi hu say ke ene de baby ya bi di mi nkomo radio so de fa no and nti na de ya yere me and utimi de show ho because I am pass wa cross red line light no so what you say and no wo ho emra no wo ho eto da na miaw won say da bi we de emra be eto da obetimi miaw ama hu say da bi sa miaw we ni de mia nipa na de adwenbone ye den etache nipa na ya ama na boro so udi bembebire boro so a udi fo and nti na ye ka say the state institution EOCO no must be seen to be acting professionally. Okay. But if you have a situation where nipa no uboni de bail condition kakraka bia kwakoto no so pacho bail condition kese e de toto amanfo so yi eye causing financial loss to how much causing financial loss to how much? That's the first question you have to ask yourself. What you mean? So I say be a who sika kure wo be a quantify ade no na who sika dodo a be e wo ho eno so I say eno ho ayi but who situation bi one ma be a etimi piki obi nipa na piki na be some civil matter bi to say fan say civil matter bi as civil matter no we say na ade no kwa na ni city nipa no properties why na be say properties or one
no civil matter they don't need to pick
no what I'm saying is that the person has properties for instance Chamahun to me he had properties and now betimi dia kwakosi awa it would amount to sade no. The lawyers were only talking about the figures because we were looking for other alternative properties na ni kumase one cry and that is why that we will be complaining. What did I trying to say? Your properties no go kumase wo any dey bebre wo but in krahanam dey na wo se onko fambra no obebre internet say why you want to say afeni eba be chini because wo chini so a that day no kra na yenya properties ni bi no na omo be evaluation kra be bi apon na just say you are using that to as an advantage to detain the person inside a show of power. Sana mbesa me chire